Chair, the next speaker is going to be David Roundtree. Mr. Roundtree, if you are there, you have 3 minutes to speak.
Okay,
Please unmute yourself.
All right, good morning. Can you hear me? Hello, good morning. Okay, can you hear me?
Mr. Roundtree, if you can hear me, go ahead.
Okay, yeah, I'm just trying to make sure everybody can hear me. Can you hear me? Good morning.
Mr. Roundtree, if you're on the line, please unmute yourself, and you have 3 minutes to speak.
Okay, there we go. Can you hear me?
Yes, sir, go ahead.
All right, great morning. Yes, okay, so my name is David Roundtree. I'm the owner of What Smells So Good, LLC here in Tampa. And I've been invited to speak here through James Shaw Jr., the ACLU, on this issue of the Citizens Review Board. And I had a cousin, Mr. Ali, who was on the first Citizens Review Board, and which was a very diverse board. When I went to read back at the, I guess, requirements to be on the board, it seems a little weird to me how you would require somebody to participate for 4 years on a voluntary basis and think that you would actually, get some real participation, because we live in obviously a compensation society. So if you are requiring somebody to provide some serious oversight, they need to be compensated. And on top of that, out of the 11 members that are present on the board, the discriminating factor is felons can't be on the board. And as a felon, if I just got paperwork in the mail that says that I need to report for jury duty and get paid for jury duty, well, I think this, as a board that has to do with our citizens and reviewing our police, well, then that needs to be reflective of the actual citizens, and even returning citizens as myself, if I so choose to volunteer or be compensated to participate in such a board. That needs to be reflective, and to have board members selected by city council or by the mayor themselves, which how the first board went down. That makes no sense. So if you want more participation, I mean, you all need to change those regulations. And at the end of the day, when I looked at those 17 findings that they have on the website, I mean, I don't see any of that reflective in the community, especially body cams. I don't see any of these officers still riding around or approaching people with body cams. And definitely when these officers are approaching people with this COVID situation going on, they don't have a mask on. They're disrespecting the 6 foot social distancing, and they're approaching people, 5 and 6. One individual, which I've seen this all around town, and they hover around them, cutting off their airspace, and they're not practicing any kind of protocol. So it's a lot more issues that need to be going on right now that need to be paid attention to. And then we're not talking about defunding, and everybody keep throwing this defunding. We're not talking about defunding the police. We're talking about reform. This whole meeting is about reform. You need funds to reform. So stop coming up with some defunding. Nobody's talking about ever defunding the police. We're talking about reform, and that's what needs to go on. Thank you for the time.
Thank you very much, sir. Next speaker.
The next speaker is going to be David Smelly.